So Neil, this is our last week at gHQ here at the White House. What's your best memory of the last 3 years here?
I don't know about best, but here's a funny memory.
Yep.
One of the late nights when I was working, like around 6:30, maybe quarter till 7, and back when we were really, really busy. And it was a really hot day, and Kim and the boys were out playing in the sprinkler, and she didn't think anybody was here.
Really?
And she went streaking by my office, if you get the picture. So that was a good memory.
Well, my memory goes all the way back to the beginning. October '07, I came for my interview, and I knocked on the door, and nobody came down. And knocked on the door again, nobody came down, so I let myself in, and there was a dog, and the downstairs, and I worked my way upstairs and found Neil, and I figured you really need to be a self-starter to make it in G. That was my first memory of coming here, and it's been an exciting ride ever since.
Thanks, Tyler.
Well, I don't necessarily have one favorite memory that sticks out, but when the kids were on site here, and it just many memories come from sitting in your office typing another email, mundane, not very excited, and you just would hear peals of laughter coming from the basement, or especially in the summer when the windows are open and they'd be running around in the sprinklers and digging in the mud pits and whatnot. That's gDiapers for me.
Cool. What about you, Meg?
I don't have many memories here, so
because you started when?
I started June 8th, so it's been just over a month. So I'm just glad to have some memories of working.
Well, good. Well,
Wait
thank
for the
you.
funny stuff to keep happening.
Yes, we'll make it funny, I promise. Schooner?
So my favorite memory is my little guy took his very first steps here.
Very
so
cool.
Keegan was 9 months, and it was in the customer service office, and my best coworkers got to experience it too, and it just speaks to how family friendly gDiapers is.
Cool. Thanks, Schooner. Dodger?
So my memory is just in general, when I think of gDiapers, I think of this house. When I first came to work here, I talked to Kate, and she said, it's kind of a quirky place. The owners live on the 3rd floor. Our business is on the 2nd and 1st floors, and the kids are in the daycare in the basement. And to me, that is gDiapers. That's sort of the family and the quirkiness that makes it really cool to be here. So I'll think of this house and gDiapers synonymously.
Cool, thanks. Kato?
Wow, it's hard for me also to pick one memory, but I think, Mohican has been with us from the Kearney house to this house.
I'll just cut to Mohican now. There he is. He's absolutely flat out.
We talk a lot about the kids, but Moe's our kid too, and I have so many memories of him, from the Kearney house throwing up and doing the other thing on the other end of his body right before Michelle's interview, to our yoga breaks where he comes in and joins us, and sometimes lets himself be a little bit more free as well during the middle of yoga. And so many people have asked us when moving to the new space if Moe will join us, and actually I don't know. Moe, will you join us? Maybe come visit every once in a while.
He's really busy right now.
So I'll miss Moe.
Thank you. Sam?
My favorite memory is about 3 months after I started. It also involves Kim streaking, but this time she was fully clothed. But the streaking was Kim was doing some testing on the new pad, and I remember her sort of running up the stairs, balancing more or less 8 or 10 diapers precariously in her hands, streaking for the scale because she wanted to measure these things.
Wet diapers.
Wet diapers, yeah. And I remember thinking, wow, this really is a baby diaper company. You're just kind of the proof of it. So that was my favorite memory.
Very cool. Thank you.
I didn't know everyone was going to steal some of my stories. It involves streaking and sprinklers, but more the kids when they were here, and hearing them with the windows open, and just remembering days with they'd peel everything off down the diapers, or sometimes they'd completely peel down and be butt naked and run around the sprinkler laughing like crazy. And I'd get up and I'd look out the window and I'd run over, guys, come see your kids, come see your kids. And we'd all crowd around the little window and go, ooh. And then we'd go back to work.
Very cool. Thanks for that. Amina?
Yeah, there's been so many great memories. I'd say one of my favorites was when Kelly called me and said, I'd like to hire you. I was shocked. I didn't think that I would actually get that call. And I was glad to be a part of a family-friendly business and just enjoy that. I say a memory from this week that was funny is when Neil came up the stairs and said, "Mohican ate half the pizza."
One produces the other. He eats the pizza and then, yeah.
That was quite funny.
Yes. Well, thanks, Amina, and thanks
What about
everyone.
you?
Oh, okay. My favourite memory of this house, there's been so many because we live here and work here. I think it touches on most of what everyone has said. The dog obviously has made a big impact on everyone. Having the kids around has just been lovely, and the summertime with them running around in the garden, always great to hear that. So lots of wonderful memories, and a long journey from a garden shed back in Australia 5 years ago. So we're growing up. And after this, I'll capture some memories from Kelly and Kim and Dawn and Emily, and we'll put it up on the blog. So thanks.